What's good, YouTube? You know who it is. You know it's City Guys in the building. Ain't shit. Today, what I'm gonna do in this tutorial, I'm gonna explain how I use the scales, and that comes with FL Studio, and use the stamp icon and choose one of these scales right here. Also, I'm gonna show y'all how I create my hi-hat patterns, including my 808s. Also, this beat's not really fully done yet, so I'm gonna add the 808 hi-hat pattern to it, and I think that will finish this beat up. Then I'm gonna mix it down because I haven't really mixed it down yet and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go through those simple processes today. So before we get into anything else, I want y'all to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to this YouTube channel. So hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? You know, city guys out here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't shit. So y'all just pull up, see what we can do. Also, I hope to get some Wi-Fi soon because I really want to hop on that YouTube live with y'all and show y'all how I do my cookups and stuff like that. Also, I do collabs on beats, so if y'all want to hit me up, you know what I'm saying, my number and stuff like that is down in the description. My email is there. If y'all want to collab on dancehall beats, trap beats, whatever, man, just hit me up and we'll just go through whatever we got to do. Upload that to YouTube, tag y'all, add y'all on that, you know what I'm saying? Add you as a collaborator on BeatStars and stuff like that. So, and if we do projects together where we get artists and stuff like that, make sure to have y'all BMIs and stuff like that up and running, and your distributor, even if it's a DistroKid or, you know what I'm saying, even though DistroKid is one of the best distributors to use, you know what I'm saying, and if you have BMI, you don't really need ASCAP and stuff like that, but let's get down to business. First, I'm going to play this beat and let y'all hear what I got so far. All right. That's what it sounds like. So first, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head over to the D sharp minor scale that I have here, right? And then I'm gonna explain. All right, I select this icon here to get the scales that I want. You know what I'm saying, say I use the minor scale, the minor natural aeolian scale, which is what I have here already, right? And say I put it on D sharp as it is already. Um, in order to know how to use this scale, that's why you have these scales right here. Even if you use the scale highlighter and you add the scale, the root note and stuff that you want, you still have to know these notes specifically. Like for example, it's on D sharp right here. You have to know notes between D sharp up to C right here. C sharp, no, not C, up to C sharp right here, leading up to the other D sharp, right? So from D sharp to C sharp, that's the whole D sharp scale. You know what I'm saying? So it's from D sharp, F minor, D sharp right here, because it's on the minor scale. So it's D sharp minor, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A sharp minor, B minor, and it comes up to C sharp minor. Y'all probably be confused because the black keys are major keys and the white keys are the minor keys. But when switching scales, you'll tend to notice that sometimes the black ones end up becoming the minor keys and sometimes the white ones end up becoming the major keys, depending on the scale you choose. Say, for example, I choose the major scale, right? And I want it to be on F right here. The F is a white key, which is a minor. But since I choose the major scale, it's on F major, right? So on the F major scale, it will be from F, G, A sharp, you know what I'm saying, C, D, and then it goes up to E, right? Leading right back to the F. So that would be like the F sharp, that would be F major scale. You know what I'm saying? That's just mostly it. You just gotta know the specific notes in between from the selected note that you have or selected scale. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to know the notes in that scale. Once you know the notes in that scale, you're good. And I use the D sharp minor scale, and I also label it I use the D sharp minor scale to create this beat right here. And this is what the synth plug sounds like. And I use a plugin that came with FLC. This is called Flex. It's really good. And this is what the melody sounds like. You know what I'm saying? You can hear it's got that little harshness in it. It's not really mixed down as yet and stuff like that. I even added a piano to it, grand piano. You know what I'm saying? You're probably wondering why my piano look like this. I use the inversion technique to give it a different sound. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, it's just like this. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. But I use the bottom note and lower it an octave. And the second note that's in the middle, I put it up an octave. You know what I'm saying? It sounds, that's what I did right through. And it sounds like this. You know what I'm saying? You get that nice sound right there. You know what I'm saying? I even added a lead to it and an open hat right here and a bell to give it a more better sound. And this is what it actually sounds like. You know what I'm saying? I even added a second lead to it, but I'll use that for a different purpose. This lead right here is from Massive X. The pink lead is from Massive X. You know what I'm saying? I downloaded the presets though and added to it. Where is that? It's right here. It's pink lead. These are mostly ambient sounds though. I mean, it goes good with this beat. Now, what I want to do, I showed you the scale already. Now I'm gonna add the 808 to it. I'm gonna take this lead out. Now I'm gonna add the 808 to it. So I'm gonna go down to my sound files, my drum kits, and I'm gonna put my favorite 808, in fact, out of the Little Baby kit, QC 808. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Also, you can use even the Spins 808 and tune it to the sound like that. Alright, you're gonna have 808s with this loop on. Turn it off. You know what I'm saying? Cut itself. You know what I'm saying? Tune your 808 like this. Give that envelope. Bam. Whenever you hit a key like this, and you let it go, it stops. 808 is tuned. Also, you're gonna have to find the note that your melody is in, or the say for example, I go up here, the melody is in C sharp right here. It's on C sharp, right? So I just go down here and I select C sharp, so everything will be in tune, right? Now what I do, I copy my kick pattern and I add it to the 808 right here. Then I just go here, and then I'm gonna do the magic, you know. Sometimes, hold up, okay. Now I'm gonna go look back at the scale that I have, not the scale, the pattern that I have. Now, to have a good sounding 808, you follow the bass pattern of the previous chord scale that you have. All right, as you can see, the bass pattern right here is E, D sharp, D sharp, C sharp. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, I'm go back to my 808, and I'm gonna drop this 808 down to E right here. Notice it sounds too low, so I'm gonna take it up another octave. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's on D sharp here, and everything here is on C sharp. Good. So let's hear how that sounds. Hold up. I'm really not getting the vibe. What's up with that? Yeah, let me go back and look. All right. Sometimes even when you try the bass note, sometimes it doesn't sound like it's in sync. What you do, you try the second note. That's it. And the second note is G sharp. Let me check back again quick. Yes, it's G sharp. So I just take it. Let's Still doesn't sound like it, so I'm gonna keep it on E. You know what I'm saying? This is on that right there. Let me try G sharp for it. Alright. And F sharp for the middle note there. Right. So that's how you do it. Sometimes the bass notes sometimes will throw you off. So you switch the notes, use the middle note, or sometimes the note at the top. I'm gonna do the same for these right here. This one would be at G sharp, and these will be on that right there. Right, so right, it's the same for these. So alright, let me try this up an octave. Let me try B. So it's actually gonna be E. Right, and make sure it's on C sharp. Good. Alright, let's see what it sounds like with it. Alright, so that's the 808 right there. Alright, we'll take these out for a little bit. This is the 808 right there. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead with the hi-hat pattern. Let me see how. Alright, I'm already 12 minutes in. I'm gonna pull up one of them smooth, nice hi-hats. Alright, I'm gonna pull up my R&B kit, some Walker kit. I'm gonna pull up this right here. Alright, I'm gonna drop the pitch down 300 cents. That's 3 notes down. Alright, it's at 14. Now let's get it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, what I do, let me take the 808 out for a little bit. Let me keep these in. Alright, I'm gonna take the lead out. I'm gonna take these out. Alright, let's go. Hold on, this is kind of too loud. Let me cut these down so I can hear the hi-hat. Alright, do that for the start, and then what I do, sometimes I just drop this down right here. Alright, so if you want to have your hi-hats transition into another one, you just had a note before it like that. You can drop it down an octave, press Alt and U to get the chopper open. And you have the time right here, the time multiplicator right here. You just mess around with it to chop the notes up how you want it. I'm going to leave it like this. Leave it like this right here. And then I'm going to do like this. Hold up. You can do this manually, or you can Alt and R to set the velocity, how you want it for it. Also, you have another one. What's that one? I don't remember the other one. There's another one that you can use too. But once you set your notes like this, it'll transition into the other one. So let's hear how that sounds. You know what I'm saying? That's a good sound right there. Right. So I'm gonna have this right here. Good. That sounds good. That sounds good. What you can also do, I'm just gonna do it the basic way. What you can also do, you can copy the first pattern right there by pressing Control B, and you just shifts over a new pattern. You can highlight everything with press Shift and C, highlight it, Control B, like that. You can do this and have a simple pattern like that, and you can mess around with it to get a whole different vibe. So I can just choose this part right here, drop that down. I'm gonna put that there. This can be right here. I'm saying, but I'm gonna take out this part. Alright, you can have your hi-hats as simple as that. You don't have to really, overcomplicate your hi-hats, because, remember, you gotta have the artist have space on the beat, you know. Let's see how that sounds. Let me take this out. Alright, that's what it sounds like. Now I'm gonna get to the mixing and the mastering section. So let's get to it. First, I'm gonna start off with the. Let me see how many minutes I'm already in. 60. Good. I'm gonna start off with this pluck right here. I cut the volume for a little bit to give myself a little headroom. All right, let's go. All right, let me just highlight everything. Hold on. All right. Gotta make sure I get everything right. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the synth pluck right here. Drop this down a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna pull up the parametric EQ. Alright, I'm gonna cut that. Alright, it already sounded like it already has reverb on it, so I'm gonna take it off and add the reverb that I want on it. Alright, where's the other one? Let me use the basic reverb that comes with FL Studio. I'm gonna increase the size right here, the room size of the reverb, and I'm gonna cut the wetness level down. Alright, let's hear how that sounds. Alright, doesn't sound too bad. That sounds good. Alright, I'm gonna pull up with the piano now. Alright, I'm gonna do the same, but I'm gonna use my Sound Toys plugin. I'm gonna pull up dark reflections on it. Alright, I think it kind of sounds better with the reverb that already came with it. So I'm gonna just add that back on. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. Take note of this. Whenever you have a reverb on your presets from the plugin, if it sounds good, it sounds good. Don't really change it. But if it doesn't sound good, you take it off, turn the reverb knob off, and then you just add your own reverb to it. All right, now Now I'm gonna pull out the lead. Alright, I'm gonna do the same right here. Alright, the reverb that I'm gonna add is the Valhalla Vintage Reverb. This sounds good with leads. I don't know, but it just sounds good with leads. I don't really use anything else on my leads but this ambient preset when I use Valhalla Vintage Reverb. Let's drop it down to like 12. Let me hear how that sounds. Shit, that sounds good. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up with the open amps that I have and the bell. I don't really gonna do nothing much with them. I don't really do nothing much with these because they already sound good. So, you know what I'm saying? Once it sounds good, it sounds good. You don't have to really add anything to these sounds. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have this tiny plug here that I use from Harmless just for, you know what I'm saying, add a little extra spaz to a beat. It already sounds good. Not gonna lie, I'm not really gonna do anything much to it. I'll probably just take off a little right here. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my rim shot right here. I got this out of the Zone 6 drum kit from Producer Grind, so you can just go on Producer Grind's website and just get the Zone 6 drum kit. Let me add a reverb to this and let's hear how it sounds. I don't really add a reverb to these type of sounds, but hear how it sounds. Alright, I'm open. I'm gonna drop the other snare to it. Alright, I don't really add much to that. Pull up on my kick. Once the kick sounds good, it sounds good. As I usually say, you don't have to add anything to it. You can use this type. If you have one of them soft kicks and you want your kick to be hitting hard, you can just do it like this. You know what I'm saying? And just set the envelope like that. You know what I'm saying? It'll give you a hard kick. You know what I'm saying? You just find where the hard part on it is, where the subby part is, and then you just leave it like that and you're good. But I'm not really gonna add anything to it. I'm gonna pull up my second lead. Let me take this out so I can hear this one clearly. Already has reverb on it from silence, so I'm not really gonna do nothing much to it. Now I'm gonna pull up my snare roll. Probably take a little off the snare roll for a little bit. Alright, that's that. Open it has just lower that. I think I already added something to it. Yes, I added a low pass filter on it, so that's good. The 808, drop it a little bit. That's that. Alright. Now I'm gonna sidechain my 808 with my kick. What I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out a P controller. Alright, I'm gonna adjust the volume like this. Drop the tension. Okay, so when it's sidechain, you're not gonna hear that dipping sound in your beats because the 808 is gonna give way for the you know what I'm saying, the kick to sound. So I'm gonna copy the value for the 808, go back to my kick where the peak controller is, paste the value on the bass knob, right? Then I'm gonna go back to my 808, link the controller, and click on that, and this is what it sounds like. Add that to it. And whenever you do this type of method to sidechain your 808 and your kick, you're not going to use this to control your 808 volume anymore. You're just going to go on the kick section, peak controller, and this is what's going to control the 808 knob, as you can see right here. And you're good. Sounds good already so far. Alright, this is my hi-hats right here. Alright, when you add reverb to your hi-hats, it kind of makes it sound more full. But don't put too much, just drop it down to like 4%. Just drop the wetness down to 4%. And the room size, just increase it to 100%. And when you're using the parametric EQ on it, you can just, I'm saying, cut down this part right here, the treble, and once you do that, you can just use the band and just drag it up a little bit on the high mid. You know what I'm saying? Pull the high mid frequency up a little bit to give your hi-hats a different type of sound. But if your hi-hat's already sounding good, don't do not much to it more than just add a reverb. If it already sound like it has a reverb on it, don't do nothing to it. Just put it on it and just level your sound like this right here. Alright, now what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to master my beats. So I'm just going to do the same stuff I do on a daily basis. I'm going to try finding other ways to, increase, the whole mastering technique and stuff like that. But what I normally do is I just drop these bands right here. And the part that I don't really want, I take it out. Like, say for example, right here, if I drag this down too much, it's gonna sound like that, because you're gonna need a little bit of that treble in it and stuff. So I just have this part right here. I wouldn't want anything out here to be playing, so I just take it out like this. And if you want to have that bass in your whole field, so if you do like this, it's not gonna sound good. You just want to have it a little bit up here. Just take it off a little off the side right here, and you're good. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna add a multi-band compressor and just take it up at the mastering value to 2.4 dB. So what I did was everything that's leveled right here, the volume, the multi-band compressor, like it increases the volume, but this right here stays down, but it increases the volume. Like whatever you take out is added in through the master, but these are still level, so you don't have to worry about sound crashes and stuff like that. Once you mix it properly and you level your sounds, you're good. Right, so it's not fully sounding 100 yet, so I'm going to add a soft clipper on it, increase the threshold a little bit, and I'm going to increase the post gain. I'm going to drop the post gain, you know what I'm saying? Right there. Alright, wait. There we go. Yeah, I increased it a little bit. And this here, it sounds like. See, sounds good. Like the kick doesn't really have anything on it, and it sounds good because once it's already sound good, it sounds good. You don't have to do nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? What the soft clipper does for people that don't really know what the soft clipper does is say for example you don't have it on it and you have these on it and it's going over 0 dB, because when you're mixing and mastering, and once it's mastered, it's supposed to be at 0 dB. If it's clipping and going over 0 dB, just add a soft clipper to it, and it cuts back. You know what I'm saying? It cuts back and keeps it level at 0 dB. As you can see whenever I play the beat. Even if I increase on the threshold and the post gain, exactly on 0 dB. You got a good mastering right there. It's not gonna really go anywhere. It's not gonna go over. It's just gonna be either under or it's gonna level to 0 dB. So that's actually it for this tutorial. Oh, I might just, you know what I'm saying, do, I might just do a tutorial on how to organize your beats. You know what I'm saying, like pattern form and stuff like that, like from intro down to, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just do that right now before the tutorial ends. So I mean, I'm gonna do everything in full. I don't know why I wanted to end the tutorial so early, but all right, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna click on split by channel right here. Once you do that, everything is split like this. So I highlight everything right here. And then I drag it over. There we go. Now I'm saying, now what I'm actually gonna do is, normally what I do, I just highlight everything here. I just click on, hold on control, and I slide my mouse over, left click, and just drag it like this. And then press control B, copy. You know what I'm saying, just copy and paste at the same time, like that. Now, what I want for my intro, I'm gonna take all these out, right? So let's hear this. Let's hear what it sounds like. Nah, I don't want that for my intro, so I'm gonna choose something else. You know what I'm saying? Sounds good. Sounds good. So you just have to find the sounds that you want to have in your intro to give it a nice. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have that sound just transition it into the chorus and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're good, just like that. But this right here, I'm gonna use that for something else. Like this right there. There we go. Now, yeah, I think it's all set. Now I'm gonna find something. You know what I'm saying? Like a transition effect. I'm gonna find me a transition effect to add to it. All right, let me see. Let me see. Transition effect. Um, let me see. Hmm. Let's see. All right, drop the volume a little bit. Nah, I don't really like that, so I'm gonna change that. Where did I have some nice ones? Southside. Where's my Southside kit? All right, effects. You can even have this in the intro section. You know what I'm saying? Transition actually helps with the beat sounding different, sounds unique, sounds good. It gives a different feel, you know what I'm saying? Give the artist a different vibe. So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna find like a reverse open hat, or a reverse, not a reverse open hat, but a reverse crash cymbal. This is just made too. Reverse. There we go. Cut this little part off right here. Da da da. Alright, put it at 16. I like to have my stuff colorful, so you know what I'm saying? That neatness to it. Try that a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna add a reverb to it. Increase it a little bit. I'm gonna add phaser to it. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. So. Oh, let me turn back my lead on for the chorus. No wonder I haven't been hearing anything. I think it needs something else. Where's my other lead? I'll probably just add this to this part right here. Or I may not just add it. I'm gonna take that out. Like that's just mostly it actually. Like you just, you know what I'm saying? You do it like that and you're good. I'm gonna add like this right here. Also add that. Alright, we'll put that there. That's just mostly it. And you just, you know what I'm saying, copy and paste the sections like that. And you're good. Right here, out here would be like my outro. right here be my outro, so I'm gonna just organize here for the ending. So I'm gonna take the kick out. That yeah, you gotta have yourself one of them nice, you know what I'm saying, nice but simple outro. And that's actually it. You know what I'm saying? That's actually it right there. Alright, that's just it. And I'm gonna put my producer tag on it. You know what I'm saying? Got my producer tag on it, slanging and stuff. You feel me? And that's it for this tutorial. Yeah. Like we've been at 41 minutes. And I hope y'all watch it to the end though. Like, you feel me? And thanks again for tuning into this tutorial, man. Like this was like a requested tutorial from very few people. So I just mixed everything that they asked me to do in one tutorial, talking about the the scales, starting out the 808, you know what I'm saying, organizing my beat from intro down to chorus, you know what I'm saying, down to the verse and stuff like that. And then, you know, mixing, mastering, that's just it. You know, thanks for tuning in. You know, City Guys in the building, and we out here. Peace.